Yeah, guys, I know how this sounds as the title of my video says why women should not have boyfriends, and it is the top game played by the powers that be to destroy humanity. This may look innocent, but it goes far, far deeper than we ever know, guys. This is actually satanic and it completely makes human beings vulnerable to dark forces to control our lives. I know how this sounds, but please hear me out. This is incredibly bad for humanity. Why women should not have boyfriends? Because men do not lose in this game. Even in a physical form, we know women lose a lot than men when the relationship breaks, but it goes far, far deeper, and eventually men lose a lot more than women in a greater scheme of things. And this is a completely pointless thing if you know the reason of your existence on planet earth, especially for women, why women actually are on planet earth. It is not at all to do with being boyfriends and getting married and children in a way that is being done in this world at the moment. So I would explain why this is so and why women should be very careful when they wanted to have boyfriends, because your existence is not meant to be this is a completely pointless thing to destroy the very essence of womanhood. I cannot stress this enough. Women should think 100 times before having a boyfriend. Um, I don't know how else to put it. This is the essence the dark forces are trying to introduce in our life to destroy the existence of humanity and keep us always in the dark. But you will ask, oh, I am old school guy, right? Oh, this is such a 100-year-old back tribal crap, like third world crap. This is they make it look more progressive, but actually we are going backwards, guys. I know what I am telling you right now is sounds like a backward thing. This is the more progressive and modern thing to have boyfriend and choose and decide, right? As I have already said, democracy and freedom is extremely satanic, guys. In the name of freedom and democracy, they are completely destroying our essence itself. You will think this is good, but let me just take you through some of the points. I hope that would be much more clearer to you by this end of this by the end of this video. This is I have already covered it, why you have two legs and two hands and one head, because you are a star, you are a born star. We need to realize that, and the satanic forces are trying to inverse it and make it exact opposite of what we truly are. And this boyfriend and girlfriend thing is part of this to make us totally opposite to what our divine nature is, guys. And it all begins and ends with purity. This boyfriend girlfriend thing is to destroy a woman's purity. Woman is defined by purity, not by anything else, not by beauty, not by talent. We can prove this today 100%. This having boyfriends, breaking up, living with boyfriend is not the goal of women. Having kids, etc. The goal of women when you are born on planet Earth is purity. It is very, very important for women to understand your essence. I have already covered this. Beauty and talent are 100% satanic. Men are not attracted to beauty in a superficial way at the moment, you will think, but we can prove it. Men are not attracted to beauty and talent at all. Men subconsciously, men are very ancient like women, and this is our lower state of existence. But deep, deep, deep inside, on a cellular level, men are attracted to purity. No matter where you are, essentially, we are all same. It's just Freemasonic division of countries, right? So here is what you can see why men are attracted to purity and not beauty and feminism and strength. And this shows the most progressive countries on world are obsessed with virginity, and virginity is associated with purity. UK student sells virginity to Hollywood actor point for 1.9 million on controversial website. You must think why Western men are obsessed with purity when this is an age old concept of mostly Asian and Middle Eastern countries, right? So why are men obsessed with a woman's virginity if this means so progressive? You should ask this. Dream come true. 19-year-old auctions virginity for 3.9 million on controversial website. This is a crazy amount, guys. So men who are having money, this guy can get any woman in the world, but why is he obsessed with virginity? Why is the Western world is increasingly getting obsessed with virginity and purity of women in a way? Like why are men ready to pay millions of dollars? Students who put her virginity up for sale online claims to have accepted a final offer of 1.4 million from Hollywood actor. This Hollywood actor, we are not sure, but if he has 1.4 million dollars and if he's a Hollywood actor, he can get pretty much any girl, right? But why he wants a virgin woman? That is the question we need to ask. Why, like, women are increasingly opting to go a vegetarian lifestyle. Women are more into yoga. These are all, I already made a video. India and Indians are and Indian spirituality is a totally different thing. Just because you see an Indian guy doesn't mean that he is spiritual. Just because you are in India doesn't mean that you will become spiritual. India is a totally different land, terraformed by, as I said, already benevolent beings. So most of the women are becoming vegetarian. Most of the women are doing yoga. Why? What is the end goal? End goal is purity. This concept has come from India for a reason, but it doesn't mean that Indians are pure, etc. Some benevolent beings chose India to make sure that human beings evolve, and the evolution of humanity is directly linked with purity and women. Men can never be free, guys, unless women become pure. That is the final, like you can say, nail in the coffin, or uh, final road you have to take. This is not what women are meant to be. This is totally satanic. Women are meant to be pure. That's it, guys. Women are meant to be pure. Have you ever thought why there is no auctions for a feminist? Why there is no auctions for women who say, actually, if you ask many guys, they will not openly admit it because of political correctness, but men do not prefer women who are feminist, who have, like, a higher position in society, who women who shout that they want to be equal, girl power thing. There is no auction for feminist women. There is no auction for women who are strong. But why there is auction for virgin women in the, even in the Western world, like even in Australia, etc.? Why men do not prefer women with body power, physical strength? Women do not Men do not like, why men do not prefer women with physical strength? Why men do not like women with body? Why are men obsessed with purity is the question you need to ask, guys. Why are men obsessed with virginity and not with strength? They don't, we actually, men do not like this. Men like women to be more pure, more virgin. And you can also go with it called friend zone. Why men hate being friend zone? What has friend zone got to do with purity, right? Why men are obsessed with becoming boyfriends? Because women have big heart. She can give pretty much everything to a guy friend, but guys don't get the one thing that women should cherish, and it's her pure body. Men, like, they are unconsciously or subconsciously, they want the body and they cannot get it if they are friend zone, right? So that is the most fearful moment for a young guy, especially even in India. It's becoming crazy, and men are fearful of being friend zone. But why? Women can give everything if you are a friend to her, except sometimes it happen, but I am saying in a general way, if you are a friend with her, you would not want to have sex with her in a way like a boyfriend can. But why men fear being getting friend zone? What is the difference between a boyfriend and a friend? Is all these questions we need to ask, guys. How to take revenge after getting friend zone? This is the most dreadful moment for guys in these times, when he comes to realize that he has been friend zoned. How to tell if you are friend zoned? Why, guys? You have to ask. A woman can give everything to a guy when you are just his friend. Why you need to be a boyfriend? It is just to reach to her body, right? That is the thing. That is why men are obsessed with giving millions of dollars. He can be a good friend to her, but why he is after her virginity? Why he wants to have sex for millions of dollars with a virgin guy, if he just wanted to be her friend, she can offer everything he wants. Why is sex with a pure girl so important to men? Because of these guys. I have already said, this is a distraction. This is a distraction. The ruler of this world is a very learned man, and he was from India. His name is Shukracharya. I have already covered this. He is the reason for destruction of purity, guys. He knows what purity holds for humanity. He is fine with women being feminist and women being having good physical strength. He is not fine with women being pure. He hates women, pure women, because if men wants to evolve, if humanity wants to evolve, women must be pure, because this concept is not all over the world. It came from India. Spirituality means we are seeking purity. We are not seeking strength, but it doesn't mean that all of the India is pure and uh, spiritual. As I already made a video, you have to work on it. So women need to work on their purity, because this guy is hell bent on destroying the purity of women. Would you prefer a woman angelic pure soul, or would you prefer a woman who is hell bent on claiming her fake feminist power? I ask the men, what would they really prefer? By default, you would see, you can just ask your boyfriend or your friend zone, from any man you can ask and show these two picture what women they prefer. They will prefer an angelic woman in their life, not a woman who wants equality, not a woman who is obsessed with physical strength. All men will by default prefer a pure woman, because it is interlinked to a man's spiritual growth. Women must be pure, and having a boyfriend destroys her purity. Feminism is a cancer, is what men see. They don't see a woman with feminist character as good. Men will always prefer a pure woman, and they are willing to pay millions of dollars for it, because it is directly linked to our evolution. Women must be made aware of it. And when you have boyfriends, we don't lose much more than few counts of sperm. Our body is not defined. A woman's body is like a temple, it is a gateway. I have already made a video. Women's body is like a stargate. The reason you need to be pure is bring higher souls into these planes of existence. If you are not pure, higher souls cannot come into this dimension and raise humanity up. That is the reason women should be made extremely pure, and men should also be pure when you are trying to procreate and have kids. The reason you have sex is to bring higher souls to this dimension and raise up its level. That is the reason many people feel guilty after watching porn, etc. That is not what its true intention is. It doesn't mean that you need to be married before, you need to be married uh, before having sex, or you can even not get married at all. But once you are pure and once you want to have sex, it is for a reason much higher than beauty and talent, etc., and attraction to your boyfriend and just having sex for fun. You are having sex for higher souls, even higher than you, to come into your world and raise you up. You don't want your kid to turn demon, you want your kid to be angels, right? So that the only way the angels can come into your life is by being pure, guys. And women are the center point of it. The demonic forces are trying their best to make our women impure so that higher souls cannot rise up. That is the reason men are by default, no matter how powerful a woman is, men will always prefer a pure woman. It doesn't matter. That I would really suggest, like you are doing yoga. Many women are doing yoga. Many women are into vegetarian food. But this guy wants to make sure that you do not reach a point when you cannot be turned back and destroyed. And that is through this boyfriend girlfriend thing that destroys your purity. As I said, guys, this guy is he's a Brahman, he's a very, very learned guy. He knows the game. He will try to destroy the very thing that made you what you are. And when women are impure on earth, this is the result, the ultimate slaves of 9 to 5, because he will not allow our women to become angels, guys. And if your woman is not an angel, this is the result of us slaves. Men will be for our slaves if our women are impure. This boyfriend girlfriend thing completely destroys the very essence of women. Women body is like a temple. She should not ever eat meat. She should do yoga. She should be pure, etc., etc. When you touch her, like with multiple men, when she has relationship, she is essentially losing the very reason for her existence. It is not love, it is purity and spirituality and being an angel on earth, to make us sure we men do not suffer and become slaves of the system. Men cannot do anything, we are useless to an extent of only physical strength, guys. Physical strength is useless. This guy knows, these gurus knows what physical strength and what purity is. He will allow you to have all the physical strength in the world, but he will not allow our women to be pure. In the name of freedom, women can choose whatever she wants, feminism, etc. What he is trying to do is destroy her purity so that we will always be slaves. Even in mythological stories, a pure woman cannot be even defeated by Indian gods. Yeah, guys, I will not extend it, but this is video I really wanted to make because I personally heard lot of stories of women losing it. Please protect your purity. That is my message to a woman. If you are watching it, your higher purpose on life is to purify this earth, not to share your body with men in the name of love, etc. That is not the goal of women. The goal of women is more like angelic. She is here as a protector of mankind, not the other way around. And men are like, it is not that men are bad, it is just the way it is built up. We cannot resist it. The beauty, we want sex, our sexual urge goes up. So it is not to demean men also. That is why men prefer pure women, because we are not bad. It is just the way it is that we have been enslaved by the dark forces, and the enslavement is because of impurity of women. Yeah, guys, I will not extend this video, just wanted to clarify why you shouldn't have boyfriends. Because if you have a boyfriend, make sure that he's as spiritual as you, and he's not just to be there for a relationship or for just for fun, etc. And he is as spiritual as you, and he wants to make sure that you remain pure and angelic. Yeah, thanks, guys.